and my lovely friend Hannah from HanJan Crochet. And we're popping by to say hello on this very rainy Friday.
Is it
Here
raining?
in the UK.
Beautiful sunshine here.
Oh, I'll
So,
send you some of our clouds.
sorry everyone. It's beautiful. Like it's been raining this week, but like it's amazing today. You can probably see how shiny I am.
Right. Hello everyone. So people are already here watching. Welcome. Pop into the comment section and let us know where you're watching from. It's always amazing to see what corners of the world we are reaching here. So say hello in the comments. Don't be shy. Let us know what you're working on. I can see Hannah's hook there, hard at work already.
Oh yes. I struggle to find something like that. Obviously, like when we're chatting like this, I have to find something that I can do without thinking. And I was like, everything requires thinking.
Absolutely. Do you know, when I was working on my Minac wrap, the kind of the wavy pattern, because it's such a long stitch repeat, if you get it wrong by a couple of stitches, the whole wave just moves off to the side. Honestly, every single bit that I worked on during the live, I just had to rip out because it just went completely wrong.
I've sometimes, not doing lives, but sometimes done when I've had a drink or two. Not that I drink a lot, but if I've had a drink or two, and then the next morning I'm like, what was I doing?
Yeah. What was I thinking? And we've got some hellos. Hello, Julia. Lovely to see you here. She's always here, Julia. We love it. Thank you for popping by.
Almost always first, I think, Julia, aren't you?
I think so. Very good. I love that. And we've got Melody. I'm in Florida. Not much fall weather here. Is it still very, very hot in Florida?
I should think so.
We've got hello from Wisconsin. Hello everyone. Pop by, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. And we just wanted to pop by today. We did a live last week, so it was a bit of a shorter one because life happens, and you know we
both had well, we both have now got our new things launched, whereas last weekend we didn't, did we? And we were kind of like, we're not quite ready, but we still want to come and say hello. So we had a lovely time, didn't we?
Yes, absolutely. And oh, Julia, love these chairs. I try not to miss any. Love it, Julia. We hope we hope that you don't ever miss one, because we love having you here.
Absolutely.
And we've got Tammy here with a smiley face. What put smile on your face, Tammy? Let us know. And we've got a good morning over the pond. There we go. And another good morning, Junie. Hello. The leaves are changing and it's finally feeling like fall. Okay, get the hooks ready.
The leaves are really falling around here, and one of our neighbours has just had their driveway done at, I'm sure, very great expense. It looks absolutely beautiful, and it's really modern. But the tree next to their house is just completely shed, and now it's just a whole heap of leaves. And I'm so sorry for them because they're out there every day brushing their brand new driveway. So
yeah, see how long that one lasts.
Yeah.
And we've got low 90s in Florida. Okay.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Still hot.
Yes. Are you ready for fall? Are we all making fall makes? Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. Oh yeah. I got a bit carried away with
What's this thing?
Well, we have company today.
Yes, we do.
I emailed this morning. So Veronica's littlest son is with us today. You can see him just in the corner. Say hi.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Right.
And I also have down at my feet our brand new puppy. Well, he's 12 weeks old today. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Who is currently chewing something. I'm not even going to look at what it is.
As long as it's not yarn.
It's not yarn and it's quiet, so we're all good. He's safe.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So yeah, we've got Pokemon on the phone. Just
Nice.
Yeah, have a little play. But yeah, we've got company today, so it might be good. It might go horribly wrong. We don't quite know yet.
It's live. Oh, everyone's saying hello to everyone.
Here we go, Tammy. It's Friday. Joining for a lovely conversation to get me through until I can pick up my hook.
Oh, nice.
And here we've got hello to all.
And I'm crocheting in the middle.
And Melody, so cute. Thank you. I know, it's for the little one. I know. I know. Gotta be done.
Absolutely.
And we've got Angela here. Hello, Angela. Lovely to have you here.
Oh, awesome. Right. I'm going to start asking you questions now. I'm going to ask Veronika, tell everyone what you're doing, and I will tell them why they should join.
Yeah, and then vice versa, of course. So next week, you might have seen it on my socials. Next week, we're going to be doing 5-day crochet challenge. It starts on Monday, on my little boy's birthday. So Mummy's going to be... But yeah, it starts on Monday. We kick off with loads of topics about...
Find Pikachu.
Go and find Pikachu. So we're going to be talking about crocheting garments and everything we need to know before we get into the crochet garments. So loads of little technical bits and pieces that we need to take into account. Cole.
So it's not patterns and
No.
It's like the nitty-gritty of what to do to get yourself ready. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. So that's the great thing about it, that people can actually bring the pattern they would like to work on, whatever that is, from whatever designer they chose, and they can just get down to the nitty-gritty following the pattern they want to follow. So we're going to go over different topics. So on day one, we're going to be choosing a pattern. If people haven't chosen a pattern, we're going to be choosing the right pattern and all the little factors we should think about to choose the right pattern. Measuring our bodies, so just a quick handy tips how to measure properly to get accurate measurements, and then how to choose the size of the pattern, because I think this is where some people go a little bit wonky, because they think like, well, I normally wear medium clothes, so I'm just going to make medium because that should fit me. But crochet garment patterns are slightly different, and we'll talk about all the reasons and all the ways that you can choose the right size. Because I put up a poll on my Instagram yesterday with what people struggle with the most, and it was choosing the right size. There was gauge, there was all different bits, and I thought it was going to be the gauge because it's mostly, people don't meet the pattern gauge, but surprisingly it was choosing the right size.
That's interesting. And when we did the summit in March, I remember that being that got asked quite a lot, wasn't it? Because I think the understanding what your measurements are, but then understanding what size of garment is going to fit you, depending on how big or how baggy or tight you want it.
That's it. Yeah. So ease plays a big part in it as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop up the QR code up there just above me here. If anyone wants to scan it and join, grab your free ticket to join me on Monday. Then on Tuesday, we're going to talk about yarn, of course. Of course. So we're going to be talking about substituting yarn, because there is, sometimes if you swap one DK for another DK, sometimes it works. I'm not saying it doesn't. But there is a lot more to it. There is a lot more science behind it. And most of the information that you can find are on the yarn ball label. So we're going to go through those, and we're going to explain what we need to do, what we need to take into account, even if you're substituting within the same weight, because I'm pretty sure we've all come across, sometimes you grab a DK and it feels almost like a worsted weight.
Yeah.
Sometimes you grab a DK weight and it near enough feels like a fingering weight. So there is quite a large range, isn't there?
I feel like there's more of a range in DK than in any other weights. Do you?
Yeah.
Because I just, we seem to use much more of it over here in the UK and over in Europe, whereas it's more like category 4, I think, isn't it, over in over in the States. And there's less variation, I find, in category 4 than there is in 3. And I think that's just because there's such a wide market for it. Like it doesn't always match up.
That's it. So yeah, there is a lot more behind substituting yarn than just grabbing the same weight and kind of, because I think that's where people then go a little bit wrong. They just kind of think like, well, it is a DK weight, but
so my mother-in-law, who I don't know, she's on an aeroplane on her way on holiday, so she won't be watching this. My mother-in-law, bless her, she knits a lot, and she has just started doing a jumper for her granddaughter, so my niece, that hasn't turned out how she wanted it at all. It's absolutely massive. And she said to me, what am I doing wrong? And I said, well, I can knit, but I'm not like a knitter per se. But I said, let's check your gauge. And she was like, what? I engaged with her and I said, right, it's out by quite a bit. So for this amount of stitches, you're going to end up with something much, much bigger than in the pattern. And she said, yeah, it's really massive, isn't it? And then we looked at the yarn label. And although it was the same category that was in the pattern, and even from the same brand, same company of yarn, there was so much difference in the meterage of the yarn. And she was just like, I know, and like it's all these stuff you don't know until you don't know what you don't know until you find it out. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
Did I say that the right? You know what I mean, don't you? Like, you can't know these things until you either have a problem and find the solution, or have a problem and give up. So, hooray for you putting this together.
Yeah. This is it. Like you just said, if you never encountered that problem, you wouldn't necessarily do your research on that topic, would you? Because it doesn't really affect you. But you might come across a pattern one day thinking, okay, well, I substituted the same weight yarn, but it's still not working out. I still can't meet the gauge. So like I said, we're going to go over this and just make sense of all those numbers you can find on the yarn label and really make it make you understand what you're looking at, and that will then give you the power to go and substitute yarn and just make it really easy because you're going to understand those numbers. And like you were just talking about gauge, so that's going to be day 3. Day 3 is all about gauge. So I hope day 3 is not going to be crickets.
No, I think because people are really scared about gauge, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just something that I get it. People try to avoid it because it's like, you know, it's like if you want to get into a chocolate bar and you have to like unwrap it and it's not, you know, you just want to get to the good bit and start making the sweater. But
I love that analogy. I love that.
Yeah, gauge is so important that that's gonna be day 3. Cool. Day 4, we're gonna be reading crochet patterns because I feel that garment patterns are a bit of a different kettle of fish, isn't it? It's maybe not more complicated, but it's a bit different to other like blanket patterns or toy patterns and stuff like that. So purely because sometimes, you know, there is 9 different sizes in the same pattern. So yeah, making sense of all those numbers and different repeats, and you've got asterisks, you've got parentheses, and all those different bits and pieces in a pattern. That I get it. If a kind of beginner looks at it, they just think like, oh my god, what does all this mean? I have no idea what to do. So we're gonna go all through that, and I'm actually reading a row, like an extract row from one of my patterns. So I'm gonna go over that row bit by bit, and just to kind of really explain what all those bits and pieces mean. So honestly, that video was nearing on an hour, but it's really helpful. I'm hoping that it will help people just to kind of look at it, and if someone reads it for them, then that kind of those repeats and all those asterisks and repeats will hopefully make sense to people. So that's day 4. And day 5, it's going to be a bit of a sit back, relax, let's take all this in, and we're going to make a plan on the 5th day. We're going to set a SMART goal, because SMART goals are the goals that we hopefully achieve. And we're also going to stick to it. I'm going to give people some tips and tricks on how to stick to the plan. And let's not start another project that's going to end up in a naughty corner.
I love it. Smart objectives. That takes me back to my NHS days. We always have smart objectives.
Yeah, but it works. It works.
It does.
I've been to courses before in my previous jobs when you kind of like listen to the boring lecture and he's talking about SMART goals and you think, oh, whatever, just move on. But honestly, when you then think like, okay, let's just try these ones and you put it into practice, it actually works. I have to say, it actually works.
I don't know if there's anyone watching that doesn't know about SMART objectives. I can't remember what they all stand for, but it's basically actionable. So things that are achievable, that are actionable, and you make yourself accountable. Basically, you say, I'm going to do this thing by this time in order to achieve this.
Yep.
Kind of thing. It's very directed, and it really works.
Yeah.
It really works.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So people are scanning the QR code. Thank you so much. Have a look. Just scan the QR code up there in the corner. Join me, grab your free ticket. You'll get a login. You kind of log in into a dashboard, and all the video links are there already. They're all set to kick off at the 12:30 on Monday, and then straight after the video lesson is finished, I'm going to be popping by for a live Q&A like this. So if anything wasn't making sense, or if I was rambling on in a video lesson and you were kind of thinking like, what is she on about? Come and ask me. Honestly, I will be there. I will be available. So any questions you have, come and ask.
Oh, it sounds awesome. It sounds. What if people can't make it though? What if people can't videos and the lives and stuff?
If you can make it, we're doing Pokemon battle. Sorry, that's very nice. Go on. So if you can make it, which I'm going to be totally gutted if you can't make it, but I obviously want people to make use of all this information that I have put together. So if you can make it, or if you miss one of those lessons, or if you think that, okay, I want to rewatch this as many times, or every time I then want to start a project, I want all this information to hand. There is also a VIP ticket that you can purchase. So it's a paid option, it's an upgrade, and it's got loads of bonuses. And honestly, I wish I wrote them all down before we started this live, because I can't even remember all of them. Honestly.
I read them yesterday. And I can't remember either. And lots of extra things. There was
loads. So it's all on that page. If you scan the QR code and look down the page, you get all the video lessons. You get all the links to replay the live Q&As. You get a course handbook you can download to your device and just go through the materials, even when you're offline, or you can print it out, whatever you prefer. We've got cheat sheets, we've got worksheets to support your learning journey as well. I've got a calculating yarn amounts, kind of a worksheet where you can put your own numbers in and just calculate yarn amounts for your project. And this also works for any project, so this is not just garments.
I say that, because gauge is gauge, isn't it?
Yeah. So blankets, toys, if you need to calculate how much yarn you would need roughly, there is a kind of worksheet you can do to help you with that. And I've got 2 bonus video lessons included in a VIP upgrade that are going to be available inside your VIP dashboard. And I've got $10 Ravelry voucher. So if you go through those materials and think, right, I'm ready to give this a go, or I want to grab a garment pattern to kind of work with as you go through those materials, you can go ahead and grab one from my Ravelry store and just work with the pattern directly and just go through the materials and, kind of make sense of the pattern and start it kind of without the stress, without the fuss, and without thinking, gosh, what do I do first? What's the next step, and stuff like that. So, and I have also got a private Q&A lesson, which is going to happen, session, which is going to happen like at the end of October. I think I scheduled it for the last Friday in October. And that's just going to be for the VIP members. So I'm going to give you a month to kind of go through the materials if you need to. And if you got any questions, you can also email me if it's something kind of imminent and you can't move on because something's not making sense. My email address is in there, but there's going to be like a private Q&A in a month's time where you can pop along with your questions or anything, any feedback or anything you want to just share your project or share your wins. That will be awesome.
Yeah, I think that'll be a great timing because that gives people enough time to really get cracking on their project. So that, because like stuff sometimes then crops up, doesn't it, while you're making?
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be awesome.
So I'm just going to go back through the comments here. Hi, ladies. Angela. Oh, good evening from India. We've got someone from that side of the world. Fantastic. Hello. And Julia already joined the challenge. I've seen. Thank you so much. Oh, Junie, hello. Yes. And who have we got? Another hello from another part of the world. And Julia's already signed up, of course. Yes.
Julia.
And Julia here. It's tough to know these things unless you're lucky enough to find great designers, instructors like Veronika and Hannah to teach before starting these projects. Thank you so much. That is amazing. And we've got Tammy. I love that you are breaking down the beginning thought process, Veronika. I think that's what scares me the most. Trying it and getting too frustrated with it and it being a scrap. Yes. So this is exactly why I decided to put on this challenge and go through the whole process step by step, day by day, and get you making your first garment or, you know, whatever your project is. Whether it's your second sweater, third, whatever, just go through it step by step, kind of like holding hands and explaining to someone step by step what we need to do, so you can just go through it. And we've got a smart girl. Yeah, there we go, Junie. Well done. That's exactly what it is. And it works. It works, I have to say.
You do.
And we've got looking forward to this, made a gorgeous cardi this year, and when I washed it, it went giant, tumble dried it thinking it would shrink it. Nope, it went even bigger. Oh dear.
No, do you know sometimes
Dear.
it's so telling what yarn will do. It surprises me many a time. You're like, why have you done that?
So, yes, this is where your gauge swatch comes in again, because we could have made the gauge swatch and washed it, and that would give you an idea what the yarn would actually do before making a sweater with it. But yeah, we'll get to that. And we've got good morning from Caitlin. Hello, lovely. And we've got, oh, it is Friday. I need to check my emails to sign up for the challenge today. Yes, do it. Do it. Do it. And we've got Tammy. Totally agree, Julia. I've signed up and so excited. I'm even more excited, guys, honestly.
This is so cool.
And oh, I've started washing and drying my gauge swatches after learning the hard way. Yes, sometimes that's the best way.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, and like I said, if you don't come across those, like going back to knitting, my mum is a really good knitter, and she has never ever had to do a gauge swatch because by some luck or magic, she just always meets gauge, but she never knew that she met gauge. So then when she started making crochet things that needed to meet gauge, she didn't understand what, because she was like, well, I've never done one for knitting, so why would I do one for crochet? And I was like, well, because you crochet in a different way to that design. You know, knitting is more standardized in terms of but she just didn't understand that. Well, she didn't know that it was a thing. So yeah, you don't know till you know.
Absolutely, yes. So yeah, that's my 5-day crochet challenge happening next week. And I'm going to let Hannah talk about her amazing resource she put together for you guys. And I'm just going to pop off for teeny little bit because someone's getting tiny bit loud playing his Pokemon games. So I'll be right back.
Don't worry too much.
Hannah's got something amazing to tell you about, and I'll be right back to it.
Right, I'll have to put my crochet down first then. Right, we'll see you in a minute. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. And I'm left it. I'll put the link up when Veronika comes back. She'll be able to put the link up. But this week, everything is launching all at the same time. We all managed to get everything ready together. I have been asked time and time again when I do blankets and crochet alongs and all that kind of stuff, how to pick colours, how to successfully pick yarn colours, how to make sure you get the right yarn, how to make sure you get the right price of yarn, how to make sure that your colours will go together depending on which pattern you choose. Like, there's so many variables and so many moving parts that I spoke last weekend. Oh, she's back already. I spoke last weekend at a crochet blanket summit, and for that I was asked to talk about colour. And whilst I was preparing that, I just suddenly thought, this is a massive topic, not just about blankets, but just colour in general and how to choose. Like I was just saying, people are so scared of finding the right combination of colours, and therefore kind of go, oh, I'll do what the designer does, which is perfectly cool, absolutely fine. But that might not, that blanket there that I've made, that might not go in your living room. That might not match your decor. So you need to know how to change them up. So I kind of got a bit carried away and wrote like a book about it, not quite knowing where I was going to go with it. I'll be completely honest, I wasn't quite sure how to get the information together and what resource I was going to make. And then I thought, oh, I'll do some videos with me waffling on and explaining what I'm talking about. Sometimes that's easier, isn't it, to understand with videos. So I thought, okay, so I'll put that all into a course platform. And then I was like, but then I want people to be able to move forward and do it themselves. Like, I want to teach people how to do it, but you can't teach people. You have to do it yourself and learn. So then I made a workbook. And what I've done with the workbook is make it interactive. I'm so stupidly excited. I'm such a geek. I'm excited about this workbook because it lets you make your own version of it. So I give you a template and you have a version of your very own, and you can use a free login on Canva, is the platform I've used, to drag and drop your pictures, drag and drop your yarn. You can make yarn shade cards. So if your favorite yarn is Paintbox DK, for example, other yarns are available, but that's the one that comes to my mind. You can put every single color of that into your shade planner, and then you can find the right hex code, which you'll learn what it is in the course. I teach you all these things about how to make that and find its hex code, and then you can manipulate and move them around and find out if you're making a stripe blanket or a mosaic blanket or a motif blanket, how do those colors work together within your chosen pattern. So that's kind of it in a nutshell.
No, honestly, Hannah was so kind to give me an access to go and have a nosy. So I did.
It's like, go look at it, if it's okay.
Honestly, guys, you've never seen anything like it in crochet course type thing.
Well, and this is the thing. That's why I'm finding it hard to describe and tell people like what it actually is, because I'm like, I don't know that anything like it exists yet.
Yeah. And this goes way beyond crochet. This is not just crochet course. This is really understanding color, how to put colors together. If you're redecorating your home, if you kind of looking to swap the home furnishings or planning a project, anything. If you're a knitter, even if you sew, like, if you do quilts.
Yeah.
Honestly, colors life. Let's be honest, color is life.
Yeah,
like it's for everything. I'm struggling to hear you, Hannah. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Oh, I don't know what's happened.
Oh no! Can anybody else hear me?
Let me take you off and bring you back in.
Is that any better? No.
Oh
no. I'm mute. Is that any better now? I don't know if anyone else can hear me then, because
I'm not sure whether this is me. Oh, there we go.
I think it is, because Junie says, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I don't know what's going on then.
Oh, how bizarre. Oh, lovely.
Technology. Oh gosh, technology.
I love it when it does something and you don't know how to fix it. That's the thing. It's like,
I know. It's like you're pressing buttons. I don't want to cancel anything, but I need to press something to make it work. Definitely. Everybody can hear us both. So it was me. It was, my computer just decided not to tell me what Hannah was saying.
5 minutes.
So yeah, as I was saying, this course is amazing for anything, because I have to say, when I'm not the most confident in choosing colors and putting colors together, and sometimes I look at other people, you know, those Instagram accounts which are so colorful, like even people just making a simple granny square and they put together a few different colors and it just like totally changes the look of the granny square. And I'm always like, oh, why didn't I think of that color combination? So honestly, I'm not the most confident. So when Hannah gave me a nosy access, I was like, oh, I'm going to have a look at this because this is an amazing resource. So honestly, scan the QR code. I popped Hannah's using coloring crochet course up here. So scan that QR code, have a look at it. It's totally amazing. And I can't believe that you get all this information at the click of a button. And like Hannah said, those interactive workbooks, honestly, just have a look at it. It's really, really amazing.
Can I tell you a secret?
Go on then.
I really enjoyed making those. Like, they were so much fun to make, because I was like a kid in a toy shop. I was like, oh, and I can add this, and I can do this, and then we can go here, and I just kept building and building and thinking about like trying to go through the whole process, because like color has always been something that I've loved experimenting with, and over the years I've got it wrong. I've definitely got it wrong. Not that there is a wrong, but I have definitely had more successful color combinations in different designs. And I feel like I've now got to a point where I have a really clear process of where I start, what I'm trying to achieve, and it's like the garment thing, like it's planning, planning. And it's all about knowledge of yarns. It's all about knowledge of different combinations, the actual technical schemes and how they work together. And then if you can look at a color palette and go, oh, that uses split complementary colors with some monochromatic in there, like how amazing is that? Because then you understand why they work together.
Yeah.
And also it's like having the confidence and the enthusiasm to try different things, because sometimes best combinations come from just things that you don't overthink. That's the other thing, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know if anyone, I'm very excited by it.
And honestly, it shows. It really, really shows, because it's just amazing resource. And I have to say, when it comes to choosing colors and putting colors together, Pinterest is my best friend, because I go on there and look at those, you know, those ready-made color palettes. But they're not always, you can't always translate them into yarn colors, can't you? Like there is sometimes really not a lot of difference, and you think like, I can't find yarn in this particular color, and when that happens, the whole color palette just falls apart for me, and I'm just like, I have no idea what to do now.
Do you want me to show you in the workbook what I've got to help with that?
Yes.
Hang on, where are we? Yarn matching. Here we go. Let's open that page. Hang on. I don't know. Can I share? If I share my screen, can I share? Here we go. Will this work? I think you have to toggle me on.
There we go. Yes, I've got it. There we go. We're on.
Yeah, so this is the workbook that you get, and this section here, yarn, because this is one of the biggest problems, I think, yarn matching. So when you go, this is an interactive book that you can put all of your yarn colors in. So I've put a set of yarn colors in here, and then it brings them up on your left-hand bar. It will bring those colors up for you. So when you've created your scheme, which you would have done by using your inspirational pictures and stuff, and you've dragged and dropped things into here, you'll end up with these perhaps 9 colors or whatever colors that you decide you want. And then to match them to your yarn, you're going to bring your yarn pictures in, copy the hexes across, and then you can do your best matches. And then we progress to, honestly, I got so carried away here. To sit back, and it's like the garment thing, you need to sit back and go, well, does that actually work? Does that palette that you've created there work? And if it doesn't, because say that green that is the closest match to the one you want, but it's not quite right, it doesn't sit quite right with the other colors, well, then you need to go and have a search in your yarns for what another green is, or maybe think again about the whole scheme. So there's pages and pages of how to match it all together. So
that's amazing.
the exercises that there is in there.
Yes, that's absolutely amazing. And we've got Junie here. She's saving pennies because she really wants to join the color course, and choosing color is probably my biggest struggle. You're not on your own, Junie. I'm right there with you, honestly. Like I said, if the palette of Pinterest already made for me isn't translating into yarn colors, I'm lost. But really understanding colors, like Hannah explains in her video lessons, you talk about the different kind of opposite on a color wheel. I watched that bit. Or then you got the thirds and the quarters and all that. It's very technical, but it's very, very eye-opening. It's just like, that's what you do with the color wheel, because you've seen those color wheels everywhere and you think like, what do I do with this?
Yeah, how do I actually use it?
Yeah, but honestly, I watched a bit of that video and I'm just like, right, that's how you use the color wheel. So honestly, it's an amazing resource to have. And Tammy is excited for your color course. I'm so lost if the designer doesn't tell me what colors to use.
Well, and the thing that kind of prompted this as well was the last crochet along that I did, the Time to Bloom blanket back in the summer. I gave different color palette. I did 4 different color packs, I think, didn't I? But people still wanted to choose their own. But there was just so in the community group, there was so much chat about let's go together, and people were so unsure of themselves and just kind of needed that reassurance. And you know, the majority of the colors, they all really went well together.
Yeah.
People to have, you know, and say, yeah, they do. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to give it. I'm trying to empower everyone to choose, and also like to save time and save money, because I've wasted so much money over the years on yarn that it comes and you're like, well, that doesn't work, does it?
Yeah. Or then you kind of, have you done that before when you kind of were deciding on, say, particular color of or shade of green, and the computer screen doesn't always tell you the true color, so you end up ordering loads of different shades of green, and then you try to match the perfect green. But if you understand all this color theory, it would make your choice so much easier and save you money in the long run, let's be honest.
And just save the frustration as well, because I know people do get really anxious about it. And
Yeah.
also, well, that's the other thing I haven't said. So the other part of the course, there's another whole section of it that tells you about, I completely forgot.
Just a little section.
Just half of it. About, not once you've chosen colours, etc., what types of colour work techniques and ways of mixing those colours you can use. So we talk all about like mosaic crochet, corner to corner crochet, tapestry, you know, and just things like simple things like stripes and blocks. And there's a planner for planning out your different stripes and blocks on a blanket, and motifs and sampler blankets, and all the different ways that you can then combine those colours in crochet. Which is why I used it using colour in crochet, not anything to do with colour work, because it's not technically all colour work. And that confuses. I've got that hair in my eye again that was there earlier.
No.
Go away. Yeah, I didn't want to. It's not technically a colour work course. It's more about choosing and understanding colours and then knowing what you can use them for.
Yeah. We've got Julia. She enjoyed the blanket summit so much that she definitely got your course. Fantastic. Well done.
Awesome. Yeah, gosh. So yeah, it's a busy time for both of us and all of us, but everyone sounds busy as well.
It is, yeah. And you know, if you join the 5-day crochet challenge and decide on a pattern, and maybe you want to adjust like a plain sweater. Ooh, someone's getting loud. If you choose a plain sweater and you want to, you know, do some different colors to it, you know, you've got Hannah's course to grab as well, and really understand colors and put different colors together and really make it your own, really make it stand out from the crowd. So the two go well together, hand in hand.
They really do. And this is the thing. So once you've got, we talk predominantly about blankets within the courses. I was just like, I just need to keep it straightforward as to like the principles of the thing. But it applies to everything. It applies to anything. And the techniques do as well, because, you know, talking about mosaic crochet, you might find a garment pattern that uses mosaic crochet.
Yeah.
You need to figure out your colours for that, don't you?
Definitely, yeah.
winning? Is he winning? Tell me he's winning.
Oh, I don't even know, but he's battling hard. It's all very big emotions for the Pokemon battle.
What are the birthday plans for Monday then?
Do you know what? We're not doing a big party this year, so he's gonna have a cake at the childminders with his friends.
Ah,
In the afternoon, we're just gonna go for his favorite foods. We still don't know what he's choosing. It could be McDonald's, it could be pizza, it could be, I have no idea. It changes, honestly, at this age. That's the beauty.
I was gonna say,
One
then
minute it's McDonald's, next minute it's pizza, then it's something else. So I think I'll let you know Monday, sort of 4:30 p.m. That will be the decision made, because up until then it could be anything.
that's great. Yeah, no, our children are like, one day they will like that food, and the next day they will not like that food. Thank you very much. And then you'll probably tell a grandparent that, oh, they really like spaghetti bolognese, and they make them it, and they won't eat it.
Precisely. This is story of our lives every single day.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, like Veronica and I have boys of really similar ages, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Jacob is 8.
He's older, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's 8 and Cole will be 4 on Monday. So yeah, just a little bit older, but not by much. Yeah.
Yeah. So Oliver will be 4 in October.
Yeah. So there we go.
So yeah.
Not much difference at all. So yeah, he missed the school intake as well this year, hasn't he?
Yeah. So they'll both be really old in their school year, won't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be one of the eldest. Yeah. Never mind. It's all good. They're gonna hopefully have that much more sense when they go. Oh gosh. So yeah, let us know what you guys working on. We would love to know. Always good to know what people are reaching for this time of the year. I've seen pumpkins and pumpkin spice latte. Have you tried pumpkin spice latte?
No.
Me
For a
neither.
very good reason. I do not like strange flavors in my coffee. No, thank you.
I know, because like I was trying to decide whether it's really that good or whether it's just kind of like a hype, whether it's like, oh, pumpkin spice. So let us know in the comments, guys, if you tried pumpkin spice latte and is it worth it and do you like it? Because I can't decide.
I don't like.
Off.
No, I don't like sweet tasting drinks at all. Anyway, I don't know if it is sweet. I assume it's sweet. But I don't even like hot chocolate.
Okay. I do enjoy chai latte. That's kind of like a bit of a spicy chai latte. I do enjoy that, I can't make my mind up on the pumpkin spice latte. Maybe it's quite similar. Maybe it's different. I don't know. I can't decide. But I think the only way to decide whether I like it is just to grab one.
Yeah.
And see how I get on with it. Yeah. So, what are you working on, Hannah? Let us know. Tell us.
So this is a very exciting piece of stripy crochet, as you can see.
Right.
So the blanket behind me, I have made, but I did it as kind of a mindless project without film. So I obviously want to do a film tutorial for it, but I didn't as I was making it. So I was like, what can I do to show everyone how to do these mosaic sections? So I thought, I know, I'll make each of them into a dishcloth.
Nice.
This is going to be a dishcloth, and then so I'm making the bottom half of it, and then the top half will be the mosaic. So I'm making all of the bottom half so that one day I can just sit down and film the top halves, and then I'll be able to launch the blanket pattern.
Nice.
And then so if what people want, they'll have the numbers and ideas for making the dishcloths.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And we've got Julia working on a purse bag for holiday gift.
Oh,
I don't like flowers in my coffee. Right, so that's a definite no from Julia.
I'm with you, Julia. I'm with you. Yes, Julia. Yeah, Julia was saying last week, wasn't she, about the amount of bags and everything she's made?
Yeah, all those holiday gifts. Yeah. Was it 15? Why am I thinking 15? Because we were really impressed by the number, weren't we?
A lot. I kind of feel like what is it now? It's like it's getting towards the end of September already. Like
Yeah.
I suddenly thought the other day, gosh, yeah, I need to get organised for the festive season.
I know it's gonna be here sooner than you realize, really.
I know.
What season? I feel like I should crochet as well, but I just can't. Sometimes I can't be bothered sometimes to pick up the hook, but when I do, then I'm thinking, why didn't I pick up my hook earlier? Because I'm actually really enjoying this. And yes, well remembered. Yeah, 15 was the totals of gifts that Julia has finished so far.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Yes. Right. So I am going to pop the links in the comments as well, because I know some people watch on their phone, don't they? So
you can't zap the codes. The QR things are great, but only if you're watching on a device that then you can take a photograph of.
That's right, yeah. So that's the 5-day crochet challenge. Just went over onto YouTube, I believe, and Facebook should be. I've got green ticks by both.
Yay. What time does it start on Monday? When does it
So Monday, we're going to kick off at 12:30 UK time. So I know it's going to be a little bit early over in America.
That might be good for people if on a weekday. It might be good for people who can catch it before they go to work.
Yeah, commuting to work, just pop your earphones in. Yeah, but honestly, trying to decide on a time that works for everyone and everywhere, and for trying to slot work around my home life as well. I mean, I was thinking, like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, because that would be like lunchtime over in America, and then a little bit later the other side of the world. But
our house,
I can't have this in the background every day. Honestly, I would be like, no.
Our house at 5 to 6 o'clock with the 2 dogs and 2 children now is like
chaos. Yeah, exactly.
It's a happy chaos, but it's chaos.
Yes. It's not a live Q&A type of environment between 5 and 6 in our house. So oh, there we go, Laura. 7:30 a.m. US time, perfect for me. Fantastic. So Laura will be there. Great. Fantastic, Laura. Is it your birthday on Monday, Laura?
Oh.
I think it's Laura's birthday on Monday.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, there we go, Laura. That's right. It's
okay. Well, happy birthday for Monday, Laura.
Happy birthday for Monday, yes. Fantastic. So, yes, that's the time I decided on. That will give me plenty of time to premiere the video lesson and then pop by for the live Q&A. Afterwards, before I have to run to the school to get my older boy and then go and pick up the younger monster.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, it just goes noise levels wise, it just goes downhill. It's just
until whatever o'clock, till everyone suddenly goes.
Then he goes quiet again. Yes. And we've got happy birthday for Laura from Julia. That's very kind. And we've got, I just signed up from the US, 8 a.m. here near Chicago. Oh, there we go. That's a reasonable time.
That's all right then.
Fantastic. Someone's getting loud. How's the puppy? He's been very, very good.
He's fast asleep.
Oh, lovely. Oh, cute.
Which means he'll wake up and be like, come and play.
Yeah. Do you take him on school runs or anything?
Well, not yet, no, because he's still not had his all clear for going out.
His vaccinations and bits.
Should be next week. And then, so our school run is almost 1.5 miles as well. So it's a bit too, because I think there's some kind of formula, isn't there? I can remember it from when we got Ginny, like they can do 5 minutes walking per month old that they are. So I think when he goes, he can only do maybe 15 minutes or so. But we have been, because he can't touch the floor yet, we have been taking him out in a shopping bag. Like safely, obviously, but you know, like a proper canvas big bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when we got him, he was so he's a German short-haired pointer, for anyone who knows what that breed is. So they're fairly large dogs when they grow to their full size, but even as a puppy. So yeah, he's about 9 kilos already. And that's really heavy to carry,
Yeah.
and a wriggly 9 kilos as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's not like a baby that you would just hold. Yeah.
So no, he had. I mean, we're lucky enough to have a good sized garden, so he can tear around our garden. He's fine. So he gets plenty of exercise, but just not outside yet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about taking our dog for school runs, but there is just so many people, and so many people take their dogs to the gate, and it's just I can imagine that it's just gonna turn into chaos, because she's very excited to see everyone, because she seems to think that everyone is there to see her.
Well, of course they are, aren't they?
But you know, maybe not everyone, but yeah, even when people come to our house, she's like, oh yeah, people are here to see me, I'm gonna jump all over them, and I'm gonna lick their faces, and I'm not gonna leave them alone. So oh god. Oh, there we go. You need a pet stroller. There we go. I've seen him about.
I have seen them about, but it's only for a couple more weeks until he can properly get out. So we'll be good. We'll be good.
Yeah.
My parents have gosh, he's quite old. I can't remember how old he is now, Henry. He's like 13 or 14. Their dog, he's a little Westie, and when he goes out, he very often goes in a little stroller.
Oh, that's so cute.
You get a little field that he then enjoys wandering around, but it's just too far. Like, if they don't take him that, like, it's too far, you know, like.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, sometimes I wish somebody pushed me around in a little stroller, to be honest.
Yeah.
When I see kids now, I'm like, oh, I wish I could swap. Someone give me a ride in a stroller.
Cool.
Right.
Oh
gosh, it's 2:00.
I know. I've got a video to edit this afternoon. I've been putting off editing this video for ages because I filmed it so long ago that I have no idea if I have all the component parts that I need for it. And I'm really scared that I'm going to start editing these clips and figure out that I've still got lots of filming to do.
Oh no, so the to-do list is going to pile up.
This is my challenge this afternoon then.
So good luck with your challenge.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us. Do sign up for everything, and we'll be back in October, won't we? We'll set a date to do our monthly chat. So,
definitely. Yeah,
probably, and I'm sure we'll both have more to tell you then. We're always busy, aren't we? So
yes, definitely. So yeah, join me for next week for the live challenge. If you can join me, there is a VIP upgrade. Hannah's course is just amazing, and it's available anytime. You can sign up.
There is a discount code, a launch discount code that will expire fairly soon. So if you want, this will be the cheapest that it will ever be, basically. But it won't ever go away. So if it's something you want to save up for, then do that too.
Yes. And it's such a bargain. I know, honestly. I know you've been told this before by someone who shall remain unnamed, but if you are not charging enough, Hannah, honestly, it's amazing resource for everyone. So
but I wanted to make it, obviously it needs to reflect the fact that it's my full-time job and that it's taken me 6 months to put together, but I also want to make it accessible to people. So at the moment, as I say, it's the cheapest I'm ever going to have it at. But I get embarrassed. Stop.
Only because we know how good you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can have a Kinder Egg, of course. We are going to go and have Kinder Eggs.
Excellent plan. I love that plan. I think you've deserved one.
I think you have. You've been very good. Thank you for being so good. Did you win the Pokemon battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we won the Pokemon battle.
excellent news.
Right, thank you so much everyone for joining us. It's been lovely chatting to you, and we've got Julia just saying thank you. This is so much fun. We have more fun than you guys, honestly. We love these chats. We love when you join us and just pop in the comment section and let us know where you're from and what you're working on and any questions and stuff like that. So we love that you join us. And as Hannah said, we will be putting another chat on in October, but we'll let you know in good time to join us. And thank you so much. Sign up for the challenge, grab the color course because it's amazing. And we will see you all in October again. So bye for now.
Bye, everyone.